I think at one point in time, shoes were serving us. But now, in modern times, they're actually hurting us. And it's more because of the specific kind of shoe that the shoe industry, most of the shoe industries, you know, the big name companies, Nike, Adidas, Puma, Skechers, all these companies, they're pushing shoes that are not good for our feet, shoes that our feet are not designed to wear. So let me get into the example here. Here's a shoe company, Asics, or here's a shoe from Asics, right? If we look at these shoes, we can see the toe box right here is pointed, right? Now look at my foot. My foot is not pointed the same way that the shoe box is pointed. Because I've been going barefoot for many years, my feet is now more of like a boxy shape. Now check out these sandals. Look at this, boxy shape. Because I've been wearing shoes like this for a couple years now, and now my feet have taken on more of their natural shape, which is wide, right? Our feet are meant to be wide. When we're babies, our feet are super wide and our toes are kind of spread out like this. It's only when we introduce shoes with narrow toe boxes that our feet start to take on this narrow shape. And over time, they just adapt to whatever shape the shoe you're wearing is. So your feet get like this and this and this, and then when you're old, they're gonna be all, you know, that's why you see these old people that have, I can't even put my feet in like that, they're just so wide. They got these toes that are, you know, all like this, and they got these big bunions right here, you know. That's a problem. And this is a problem that's created by shoes. And that's not the only problem. Another issue is that these shoes have raised heels, right? You can see it's not flat. The heel is going up, and so you're not actually walking flat on the ground when you wear a shoe like this. Your heel is a little bit elevated, so you're walking more like this. And of course, if your shoes have bigger heels, you're gonna be like this. If you're wearing high heels, your feet are gonna be like this. Now look at my leg here, look at this. Don't you think this is more at risk for getting yourself injured when you're, you know, walking like this? It just doesn't make any sense. You don't have the same stability. We've all seen, I don't know, if you're a woman, maybe you've walked in high heels, or maybe if you're a man, you've walked in high heels, I don't know. We've all seen someone walk in high heels, and you know, I can't get the angle right now, but they just, you gotta kind of tiptoe around. You can't walk very fast, you can't run, you can't jump, you can't really do anything athletic, or, you know, you have to be really conscious, and you can twist your ankle, break your ankle wearing high heels. High heels are just the dumbest things ever, in my opinion. But, so, let's compare that. Let's compare this shoe with this sandal, right? This is from Xero Shoes. So, this sandal is completely flat. They have no raised heel. Just has this part in the back that's like lifted. But the heel itself, the shoe is flat. So when I wear shoes like this, then my feet are flat on the ground. When my feet are flat on the ground, I just have complete stability to do everything I need to do. Like, that's how our feet are meant to be. There's no other animal in nature that's wearing raised heels. There's no other animal in nature that's wearing shoes. Wild animal, right? That's wearing shoes. And there's no other animal that's having these raised heels. When our heels are raised, our walking form just gets distorted, and then we learn to walk with this improper form, learn to run with this improper form, and that's why you have so many people getting injuries wearing these shoes with these raised heels. And they're getting injuries running, doing marathons. People are getting knee injuries, back injuries, foot injuries, plantar fasciitis, right? All these different kinds of injuries because they're not walking the correct way. And what wearing a pair of shoes like this, that's flat, or walking barefoot, what that does is that allows you to go back to your natural walking form. Your just intuitive, instinctual, natural walking style, natural running style, natural moving style. And what I've noticed walking barefoot for many years and pretty much only wearing barefoot shoes is that I'm just so much more like coordinated, so much more balanced. My athletic abilities in all sports have improved. Volleyball, basketball, soccer, like every sport, everything that involves like movement has improved for me since I started wearing barefoot shoes and walking barefoot, because I have more balance, I'm more stable, right? So there's just so many problems with shoes. I could go on forever. Like I said, they just give you too much cushioning, and you can't feel the earth as well. That's another thing with shoes, because these soles are like super thick, right? Super dense, a couple inches. You're not even near the ground. Your feet are like 1 or 2 inches away from the ground. So you're not really feeling the ground you're walking on. And when you're wearing shoes like this and you're walking or you're running and you encounter whatever, some rocks or some holes or some bumps, because you can't feel the earth with these, you may just trip, you may step on something, you may injure yourself. What happens when you walk barefoot or when you wear shoes like this, you feel everything. When I put these shoes on my feet, you can feel, like, look at these shoes. Hold on. You can just roll these up, right? Like they're paper, they're nothing. When I wear these shoes, I can feel the rocks, I can feel the tree roots under me. When I go on a hike, I can feel everything. So I'm just more aware of all of my surroundings. I'm aware of the terrain that I'm on, I'm aware of the earth. If you're barefoot, it's even better, because you just have so much awareness. And it just, people ask me, how do you not get injured walking barefoot all the time? How do you not step on glass? How do you not do all these things? Well, when I started walking barefoot, I immediately was like, oh man, my feet are exposed now. I gotta be really cautious. So basically, over time, from walking barefoot, from the beginning to now, I just developed this like heightened sense of awareness. And now I'm just kind of like, very intuitively just like looking, around when I walk. I'm just looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking here. And yeah, I'm just aware of my surroundings because of the experience that I have walking barefoot. Helicopter. And so, yeah, I never get injured. I never step on things because I can see everything. It's like I have eyes on my feet now. Like, I'm just aware. So many reasons to walk barefoot, so many reasons to not wear shoes, but I would say the biggest ones, are that you lose your awareness of your surroundings, lose your awareness of the earth and the textures and everything. You have a raised heel, which is just not good for your posture, it's not good for your back, it's gonna make you get injured. And it's narrow, so it squeezes your feet, doesn't allow your toes to get wide. This is gonna cause bunions, plantar fasciitis, all these things. So shoes really are killing you. All these shoes, whatever they are, Vans, Jordans, Nikes, all these things. I know they look cool, but they're killing you, and they're also not made in a sustainable way, right? They're all made in other countries. None of them are made in the US, at least the big brands. They're made overseas, probably with child labor. So that's, something it's not good to support in general. And they're just cheap. They're super expensive, but the materials are so cheap, they just die. What's the average life of a shoe? Like 5 months if you're active. I'm active. I've had these Genesis sandals from Xero Shoes. This is not like an advertisement. I bought these a long time ago. This is not what this video is about, but I'm just telling you the shoe that I have is the Genesis sandal from Xero Shoes. This thing, look at this thing. It's so stretchy, it folds up, it rolls up like that, like a waffle, and I've had this thing for over 2 years, maybe 3 years now I've had this thing. It's super durable, really good materials. These barefoot shoe companies, I'm telling you, are really doing great things. And so, my next point is that how do you, I've told you that shoes suck, conventional shoes suck, so what do? Get yourself a pair of barefoot shoes, all right? There's so many different companies making so many different barefoot shoes now. So many different styles, boots, flip-flops, sports shoes, like there's so many options. So Xero Shoes, I'll tell you some companies right now. Xero Shoes, Vivo Barefoot, Limbs, Shama, Earth Runners. There's so many that I don't even know, but yeah, I'll put some links in the description. There's so many barefoot shoe companies doing so many great things, and they're using like more sustainable materials. So yeah, barefoot shoes are the way to go. Obviously, being barefoot on the earth is the #1 way to go, because then you can get all the benefits of you know, grounding and getting the electrons from the earth, you know, reducing inflammation, all that good stuff that I have other videos about. So yeah, shoes suck. Shoes are killing you. Ditch these shoes. Get rid of them. Give them away. You don't need them anymore. They're destroying your health. And switch to some barefoot shoes and start walking barefoot. You will definitely thank me later. Yeah, barefoot life. That's all I gotta say. So I appreciate you watching this video. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, comments, put it in the comment section down below. Let's start up a little dialogue. I love to talk about this kind of stuff. Smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see more content about traveling, barefoot life, all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yo, what's up guys? It's Mike here to remind you that I am an independent content creator and I am not getting any sponsorships or any money from any kind of big companies. I'm doing this all on my own. So if you do want to support me, the best way to do that is to subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $3 a month, only $3. You can get access to exclusive posts, exclusive videos, exclusive content that you will not find on my YouTube. You will not find it on my Instagram. It is only for my Patreon members. So if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for your support. I love you. Peace.